the boob controversy that's ruining the whole POS world. We have to just get to it. So, Frank, do your introduction so we can get to this controversy.
Thanks, Pat. Welcome to the POS show with co-hosts Bobby Tamburo and Pat Oates. And our special guest tonight is a former stuntman and daredevil. He's now a comedian and the backbone of the Comedy Dojo East. Let's welcome Bio.
Let's welcome who?
Oh, Bobby. Oh, that's the best. He forgot to take the name, and then you wrote Bio, like his biography. He just fucking thought his name was Bio. Holy shit. No, his name was the top. And then you... You're so fucking old. His name is Bio.
Who put a question mark on the teleprompter? You know he'll read anything.
Holy shit.
Wait a second. I got this, man. I had this nailed according to Bobby.
Bobby, dude, it says right at the beginning, our guest is Clint Esposito, and then it says all that shit, and then says Bio.
All right, wait. Hold it.
Hold
it. I'm going to read exactly the text I got. Frank.
So lie, fucking asshole.
I'm not lying. Frank, his name is Bio. Is that he was a former daredevil and stuntman, currently a comedian and backbone of the Comedy Dojo East. Read it.
Read the one above it. Read the fucking one above it.
Clint Esposito.
Clint Esposito confirmed for POS.
But he says, Frank, his name is Bio.
Okay.
He says, Frank, his name is Bio.
You know his name.
I don't know what these fucking comedians come up with as their names. I don't know. He looked like a Bio to me. His whole life was on his face.
I'll take it.
What the fuck? That's the worst one you've ever done.
All right, let's clear this up. What would you like?
Is your brain dead?
Clint or Bio?
Is your brain dead?
Okay, Clint.
Frank, you could think. You're a very intelligent man. I know you more. I know you better than anyone else here. I've known you a long time. You could have figured that fucker out. If you read it more than 1 second, you would have known his name was not Bio.
In his defense, I do know somebody named Bayo, B-A-Y-O.
Yeah, but we're not having him on.
Yeah, and typically
we have a Bio on.
And the message right before it says Clint Esposito is confirmed.
More importantly,
what'd you think? He went to the church and got baptized?
I confirmed Bio was going to be on the show.
Yes, Bio's on.
I got to be honest.
You're the manager for Bio. I like that.
If this was a story, I would have to say Bobby's the piece of shit in this. He did not clarify it correctly.
Frank, we got to put you out the pasture, man. It's over.
It's happening.
Like in Alaska when they put the old people on the raft and just send them off to die in the water. That's what
you know what? Normally I like to jump down Frank's throat, but I reread the message. I apologize, Frank. I'm running on low sleep. It was confusing. I know there was a text above it that said a guest is Clint Esposito, but the message read his name is Bio. And then I did give a bio. So
I'm gonna challenge that.
I do. No. I do take the bullet on this one and go, I'm probably a piece of shit.
Thanks for being a big man about this.
Thanks for being a piece of shit, Bobby.
Fight you, Frank.
All right, Bobby, you could be the piece of shit. Frank, you're the retard because still you got to read it.
I'll tell you.
Show called "Who's the Retard?" You're retarded.
Knowing this stuff, knowing this show,
I knew his name wasn't. I didn't message back and go, "What happened to Clint? Why do we have Bio now?"
You edited it in your mind what you were reading.
I read it like a human being does.
When I get something cold, that's it.
You gotta die. It's over. It happened.
No, it's going to happen anyway, so don't worry about it.
Of course, it's gonna happen to everyone.
I'm going there.
All right, so Bobby, why are you being passive to Frank? That was your moment. That was your moment to fucking smack that old pinata like you do every goddamn week. The staple of this show.
But he read it like
Frank, let him talk. You already fucked up once, Bio.
Listen, I'm like Frank said, I'm a big enough guy to admit when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I fucked this one up. You know, there are other points
you have fucked up many times and still yelled at Frank.
There are other points this evening where I didn't fuck up, and I won't yield that point. So I'm willing to yield this one in anticipation of things to come.
I like that.
The way Bobby's sitting there and looking up, and he says, like, I reread the text. I feel like he's like tiny and he's got this gigantic cell phone in front of him. It's like 8 feet tall.
It looks like a little boy apologizing to his dad. He's like, I'm sorry.
He's scrolling through the text like this.
All right, Clint, we're going to talk about people's setups. Right now, you're using an old 1920s telephone where the speaker and receiver is the same thing. You hold it up here, listen, and come down
here that's my mic.
And apparently speakers.
I didn't realize that that was a thing or that anybody else would notice that.
I didn't notice it. I just thought
glass houses don't throw stones.
I thought it was broke.
Don't throw stones. I didn't realize that glass
All
houses.
I'm saying is it looks like you're working on a gigantic phone and you're.
It does.
I've got a gigantic one, and you've got Alexander Graham Bell's original.
Right, hardcore.
Fuck, I thought that was gonna land harder. I'm sorry.
You would think Frank.
You know what? I'm the piece of shit in this story too. I'm the piece of shit in this story too, guys. My bad. Again, when I'm wrong, willing to admit it.
Well, no, my problem with it, Bobby, is that you were passive with Frank and then just attacked Bio, and it's not fair to our guest Bio. Like if you should have gone after Frank and then shit on Bio and then kept going with it, it would have been fine. It was a weird move. You should have gone.
You know what, Pat, you're right. I'm in the wrong here.
Stop it.
When I'm wrong, I'm willing to admit I'm wrong.
This is not who you are. Stop it.
Lash out at someone else, Bobby.
Lash out at everyone. It's fine. Where are you mad because you don't have boobs?
Yeah, I'm a little mad about boobs. I thought we were all the fun guys. We could do whatever we wanted, free speech. And here comes the goddamn censorship from Money Man Pat.
I didn't censor you. I said to you, people are pissed. That's all I said. You could.
He said two.
No, it's
you
more.
You could have kept it to yourself, and then Bobby would have kept the boobs up and just continued to harass them.
And to be fair,
they message him too.
2 is 80% of our audience.
Yes,
so we do have to address it.
But when a guy did it, I was bothered. Like now, a girl I work with actually said, "Oh, what's up with Bobby and the boobs?" And I go, "Oh, you too?" And she goes, "No, but he should have a different boobs for every show. He shouldn't use the same boob." And I'm like, I like that. You should have like a retail boobs, a POS boobs, and a retro boobs. And she said you should have older boobs for retro, and she has a point.
That is a very good point.
Like for retro, you should have boobs from each year. So if we do 84, you should find 84 boobs. Like that would be good.
Yeah.
Retail boobs, you could find those. Just discount breast jobs.
As we ran into last week when it was just you and I, that one where we were kind of looking at different boob backgrounds, a lot of those turn out to be just fake. They're just pornos. You're like, oh God damn it, that's not a real office manager.
No, it's not. No, but I mean like retail, but like other words, like bad boob jobs.
All right, well let's do it like this is POS. Let's do it like POS. Let's explain the full story and we'll figure out who the piece of shit is. So Clint, both Frank and Pat know, so I'm just gonna catch you up. Basically, as a stance of feminism, I made my background big boobs bouncing or like girls crumping on me, various creative ways to show off the female figure. And I think if we put that kind of thing out there, kind of like freeing the nipple, we desexualize it and just look at it as the beautiful art form it is. And that's the message I'm trying to put out there. And apparently a lot of these women haters out there can't be mature enough to look at a pair of bouncing boobs without getting turned on and want me to change my background.
I think they're getting anger boners.
I don't think they're
so mad they're getting.
We'll get to it. It's like
I think is that the story that we're going on right now?
I don't know if he's done. Bobby,
give your side of the story as well. That's where I'm.
No. Do it the real way. So you say who's the piece of shit in the story.
Well, I wanted you to give the full side because I gave a very biased approach.
Here's what he's kind of right. I don't care what the reasoning is that Bobby did it. Bobby has been deciding to fuck around with his background to get emotion back there. He started off the beginning with trippy stuff, things like that. It did become distracting to a lot of people. There was like a mushroom, like trippy kind of things walking around. There was like this weird like hypnotism thing. There was a bunch of different things going on in the background that were kind of crazy that when people were trying to watch, it made their eyes nuts and it was hard to focus because they were at it. So then Bobby decided to go with tits. And Bobby also did it because he made a promo for Twitter where he put like the POS and watch POS on the tits. So when it bounced,
Clint
you
saw
can
it.
see it.
He was one of the 700 people who viewed my Facebook story. He saw it.
Right. I'm sorry,
That's
maybe
right.
he has other things going on, but maybe I'm refreshing him. I don't know. But either way, remember that great moment in your life, Clint?
How could anybody forget that? Come on.
Anyway, so he had
It
that
distracted me, honestly.
Right. He had that
I was
behind him. He had
driving
other
and
tits behind him.
scrolling at the same time.
And then finally, he had all other tits behind him. And then people started saying it got too distracting. I would make jokes throughout that it was hard for me to focus on Bobby because Bobby's head was there. Bobby's sitting like he is little. You think it looks like through a phone now. Bobby was looking at giant tits or asses or whatever, and it looked crazy with Bobby's head in between the tits. And then some people were saying, mostly it was women at the beginning, saying they were distracted by it. But then a lot of men were then also saying, I can't fucking focus. Nobody was saying that they had a boner and they couldn't handle the sexuality. They were saying they couldn't focus on the show. Frank and I, even when we were listening to, sometimes you read a story off, would stop and go, I didn't hear it because the tits. Because it just natural, because it was a crazy thing to watch. It wasn't even sexual, just repetitive. So that was the complaint. And then people start really saying, I can't even watch the episodes now because it's almost making them car sick in a way, which I think is bullshit. I do think that, if I'm going to give my own point on it quickly, that I do think it is them being uncomfortable with sexuality. And I think you are right with your feminist move, but it's also become part of you. Right now, with the black behind you, you don't seem like Bobby. Bobby is tits to me. And I think you need to have them. Bobby is booby. You should have Bobby's boobies back there.
Can you have
I'm going to kick it to you right now. I'm going to kick it to you right now. Who is the piece of shit in this story? Is it Bobby for taking a chance, putting boobs back there, and maybe thinking that him being a feminist is one thing, but other women are going to think he's sexualizing? Is it the women that are complaining? Because they should be happy. It's usually the only female we have on the show. We've tried other guests we have, but usually at least every time we're having a woman on the show, the women we have on the show never had a problem with it. Every female guest we've had have thought it was funny or cool or whatever. Is it the men? Especially this one guy, I think his name's Harris, whatever, is on YouTube, and he's just like, you got to tell Bobby. It's a back and forth, Bobby. You got to see on the YouTube thing. You got to stop. You got to talk to him. I'll talk to him. I don't know why you can't handle the boobs.
I think I went through and just liked his comments. I may have forgotten to, but I was going to go through and just passive aggressively like all of his comments.
And then or is it me? Should I have not said anything to Bobby? Because I got most of the message. Bobby got some. Should I just let it go? I thought, because we're a team, I should have told him. So I actually was hoping that Bobby would step it up even more. I was hoping we agreed. People were making other suggestions. It should be animals and puppies. And I'm like, you should have cats and superimpose tits on them. Make cats run around with giant tits and make it even weirder. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Clint, you go first.
The fans for censoring Bobby wanting to show off the female form. I think it's beautiful. I think you should have a huge ass behind you right now, shaking super fast.
He did that. It was real weird. It was real. It was the wrong ass though. Like the idea is good. It was the wrong ass. Do you have that one, Bobby?
Find a better ass.
Nope. This is what we're sticking with, Pat. This is the new me.
For an example, though, this is not. No, this is for your court case.
Nope.
Oh. Nope. Wait, I can't wait till Frank figures out tits.
Well, I'm really sad that I missed the episode where we got tits bouncing around.
Hey, man. Well, that Bobby's dead. This is new Bobby.
Which we know it's not gone because right before the show started, Bobby had tits. Like literally, we saw them. But okay. Frank,
this is Black Lives Matter, Bobby. That's why he's in a black square.
Oh, Bobby, do black tits. That'll be okay. If you do black gay tits this month, you win.
Yeah. Have you ever had man boobs bouncing behind you? Maybe
Just
that's what they want.
Spoiler alert, one of the pair of boobs that I've used frequently actually was man boobs bouncing. But nobody knows that. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. No,
that's why they were mad at it. They were horny and hated themselves.
There was that picture of you and Stancil, and that was kind of like man boobs.
Me and Stancil were like boobs once, but no, I've never had men up there. This is really a women's movement. I'm just trying to do my part, of the women's movement for them.
I've never paid attention to you looking up, and now Clint's got me looking at you looking up like it's a giant phone the entire fucking time. I can't stop.
I'm focusing on getting everybody equality first, Clint, and then we can worry about divisive things like our trans women, real women. Those kind of minute issues can be accomplished once we have equality for all. Then we can worry about those individual things. I think we could just focus on equality first, and that's really been my stance the whole time.
By not including them, you're not focusing on equality, Bobby. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, but if we just give everybody the same everything, then we don't have to worry about what people are. Like if we just focus on making sure everybody gets everything equal, nobody gets any special treatment whatsoever for any reason, that's when you really find equality.
Right, I'm sending you a video of my tits because I want my tits bouncing behind you.
I mean, if you do that, absolutely, I will. Also, if you send me videos of you doing backflips, I will exclusively use those videos.
All right, I'll send you crash videos.
Oh, even better.
Yes.
Let me give you my stance. The one thing that really unites everybody, like the one thing everybody can agree on, is a nice pair of bouncing boobs. Guys like bouncing boobs. Girls can appreciate bouncing boobs.
Not cancer patients who got their boobs lopped off.
No, they still can. They're like, damn, those are nice boobs. God forbid those ever get cancer. Like my shitty tits, maybe, but those, please no.
You have nice tits.
Everybody agrees with boobs. Jews, Israelis, blacks, white. Everybody loves boobs.
The uniter.
Thank you, Frank. You get it. That's what I'm going for. That's what I was
mix a lot like asses, in case you forgot.
But Martin Luther King's dream was boobs. That's what it was.
Right? What do you dream about? Boobs. What do you daydream about? Boobs. That's what he was dreaming about.
Frank?
Well, this is hard to believe. This is a little difficult, but I think I've come up with an answer. At the beginning, I found it distracting. I really did. An hour of watching boobs bouncing, you couldn't concentrate.
Oh my God. How bad is life? I have to watch boobs bounce for an hour. This is terrible.
You said you weren't going to shit on him.
But then I realized this guy, put the boobs in front of you. So then I realized I could masturbate in 3 minutes and get it over with. So that's what I would do at every show. At the beginning of the show, I'd masturbate for 3 minutes, and then it didn't mean anything. And it was just part of the set. And so I'm going to have to say, Pat, even though he totally disrespected me every way, north, south, east, and west in the past 20 minutes, I'm going to have to say censorship is not part of this show, and you went for the censorship. For two listeners.
You just jerked off. Fuck you. What are you
coming soon to the Pat Show t-shirt shop? Free Bobby.
You want an answer? I gave you the proper answer. It was real.
Fine.
It had feeling.
Fine, Bobby, get a video of Frank jerking off. Put that behind you.
How about
3-minute loop?
How about I get a video of our t-shirt we're gonna sell that just hashtag Free Bobby.
Only if we do the other one of Hebel Knievel too.
We're working on it, man. I'm not a shirt guy, but I'm working on it. I got my ear to the ground.
Sent you a picture. Put that up.
It looks great. Black background stays.
Frank's the piece of shit for jerking off and telling us.
Well, now Bobby's a piece of shit for keeping the tits off the background.
Yeah, he's more of an asshole.
Freedom has left the building. Dropped the mic and just left the building with you. You can't be honest about anything.
Frank, you thought the guy's name was Bio. Shut the fuck up.
It's not what I thought. It was what I was told.
Hey,
I was told something too. How dare you pot calling the kettle boobs? I was told by people they didn't want to see the boobs. And I said something. You were told Bio. You said Bio. You're just as retarded.
Quality and retardation.
Yes. I had a retarded dream.
I had a good run. That's all I know.
Guys,
Martin Retard King.
I want you both to know in both instances, I was in the wrong. Frank, I gave you bad information. And Pat, I put you in the awkward position of having to choose between censorship and the fans, something you should never really have to choose between. So, black background Bobby. I got it under control.
Bobby ate mushrooms earlier or something.
Yeah.
He's very zen.
No, he didn't eat mushrooms. I think that's the problem. I think Bobby's hungover.
No, I'm straight. I'm good.
Well, we know that, but I think you're also hungover.
No, I think it's just
you being gay, Bobby. That's one thing.
I did.
It's the adversary, dude. It's the adverse effects to being shrunken down into like a 4-inch tall man.
Oh, I like that you're tiny. It's like my favorite thing now.
I feel like I'm the same size as everybody. I'm just looking up.
That's what it is. It's the picture, and it just looks crazy. And now,
then at one point he just said, he goes like this. I'm reading the email, the text messages back, and yeah, and I'm like, how is this phone that big?
I'm gonna chime in and say, Frank, even though I hated everything you said so far, I agree with you, because I now realize that we made a grave mistake. Because when tits are there, I don't realize that Bobby's staring up at a fucking monitor 800 feet in the air.
Yeah,
I only see the tits. So now I'm just distracted by Bobby just looking straight up, and it looks like he's ready to blow somebody, which is the exact opposite of boobs. Now he's about to suck a cock, and I don't want that either. So I'd rather boobs than Bobby sucking a cock.
Bobby, didn't you get the memo never to stand up during the show?
Oh, God. Did you do that? He's being nice to you, Frank. You're not much taller than Bobby. Well, you guys haven't met yet. It's gonna be soon. You'll be. Meeting,
I don't know him. I've never physically.
You'll be meeting July 31st.
Right.
If you don't die by then.
I'm gonna do Wilson the rest of the show.
Wow, that's a deep cut for you. Because were you alive for that?
Reruns.
Yeah, I was gonna say Home Improvement jokes is good. This is what we're gonna do? Like Dorf on POS.
You gotta just say howdy, neighbor, before you speak every time.
I like to think there's at least one person who just who just listens and is like, what is all this background talk? God damn it.
Bobby, there's more than one, and I've gotten those messages too. It's like, you guys just talk about the backgrounds too much. I'm like, we paint a picture. I also don't want you. I put the audio out, but I don't want them listening. We're number 14 in Finland. All audio.
Nice.
The Finnish love this.
They don't even speak English anyway.
Right, but they like listening to us.
We have great voices. No, you want to know what that was? There are like 3 Finnish guys who jerk off to Jessa Rain. So we're the #1 English podcast over there because they were like, we'll just look at boobs. Oh, and they clicked the wrong thing.
I wish it was at least that. It's just obviously where 3 bots are located. It's like, obviously
they're gonna hate this fucking podcast because there's no boobs. Oh, you said it's audio.
Yeah, boobcast. But you should change your name to Booby Tamburo, though. That's your thing.
No.
Booby Tamburo.
How about Tamboo Bro?
Ooh, Boob Bro, because you're 4 boobs. Yeah, the Boob Bro.
How about just fucking Bobby?
Fucking Bobby?
I'm leaving. I don't like this anymore.
We don't like it either. Come back with boobs.
Nope. You guys did this. You did this.
I didn't do this.
Congratulations. You did this.
You know what, Bobby? I think it might be too early, but I have to do it now. You know who loves boobs and hates boobs and doesn't care in between? Silk City Hot Sauce. They don't. They don't care if you got tits or don't got tits.
You said I could do the read this week.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You said black background Bobby could do the read this week.
I've never called you that.
Hey guys.
I like this sauce. It's my second favorite one now.
Hey guys. Don't forget to go to silkcityhotsauce.com where they have a wide variety of hot sauces ranging from hot to mild and everything in between.
Look higher to
flavor too. And they've got what?
I said look higher to read it.
I'm trying to read the email they sent me, Pat. It's up on the monitor. If you could give me a second, I'm just trying to read it. They feature all of your favorite comedians like Kevin Dombrowski, Aaron Berg, and that's about it. Because I said favorite. I said favorite comedians.
He was on the show.
Okay, Bob Biggerstaff. Use promo code POS as in Pat Oates Show to save 15%. I'm just kidding. Let's do a real one. Go ahead.
No. You know what? No, the people have spoken, Bobby. Not doing it. People have spoken.
No, we got to tell people about that.
Bobby,
this is your fault, Bobby. This is your fault.
Bobby Tantrum Burrow.
No, we got to tell people about their special Pride Month deal they've got going on right now, which is where you can buy.
If you're a fag, they've got a deal for you.
No. They've got a special sauce. It's a rebranding of Alex's. Okay, that's good.
Good.
But let's go with the one I wrote.
What? It doesn't burn your butthole, Bobby.
Yep. Butthole Bobby. That's his new name.
I'm leaving the fucking meeting. I'm not doing this anymore. Black background Bobby's real sensitive.
They have new gay safe hot sauces that don't burn your butthole.
All right, let's get serious for a second and tell
real
the people.
Quick, Bobby, let's get more serious. The new T-shirt is going to be just a black T-shirt with nothing on it. It's the black background, Bobby. We're just going to sell blank black T-shirts.
That is good.
I already got one.
There's a white stripe very clearly under your armpit, Frank.
Go ahead, Bobby. Do your read.
Nope. You guys killed it.
So while you're sitting in the silence and not knowing what's happening, go to silkcityhotsauce.com, use the promo code POS, and POS stands for Pouty. Oh, shitty Bobby, because that's what he's doing. He's just fucking sad little bitch today. But he will be happy if you send Bobby some Silk City hot sauce. All kinds. I made 2 different kinds of chicken today. One with Aztec Attack and one with fucking Chad Zumach's Mango Madness. They both came out fantastic. I put some of the. I made some.
For the one stole your credit card.
Yeah, one of them stole my it's credit-able.
It's a Gino Visconti rebranding there.
Yes. But I also used on the wings. I used 3 different kinds. I used the Kevin Dombrowski sauce, and I used 2 different kinds of the BBC on 3 different kinds of wings. They're all fucking fantastic. I'm running out of shit, Silk City, so you might want to send me some new stuff. That'd help out really good. But it's the best. And if you want a good taste of your food, you want to save money, go over to the site, use the promo code POS, save 15%. If you forgot about your dad, a lot of you probably didn't send him something. Dude, this is a good post-Father's Day gift. Send it to him late.
It got stuck in the mail.
Yeah. Here you go, Dad. Remember when you left 10 years ago for cigarettes and didn't come back? Well, here, I sent you some sauce and it took 10 more years, you fucking piece of shit. That works out. So go get some sauce.
And right now, it is June, which is Pride Month. They've got a special deal going on right now. They've got a rebranding of Aztec Attack. It's called Alex Attack. And it's actually named after this guy, Alex, who would go throughout the LGBT community and fucking people's girlfriends, mainly white girls who thought they were part of the community because they really wanted to be a minority, and give them horrible venereal diseases. And as a result, if you buy that, 15% of the Alex Attack bottles profits will go towards treating STDs in the Pride community, because we all know they're quite rampant.
Doing God's work.
I didn't interrupt that one. I'll let you do it.
Well, black background Bobby appreciates it.
Stop calling yourself black background Bobby.
Nope. I talk about myself in the third person. That's what black background Bobby does.
Is this a BBM moment? Black background matters. It's not even black. It's nothingness. It's like just a fucking. It's like Wesley Snipes' asshole. It's too dark.
That beard just screws it up. I mean, it looks like his neck is gone and his head is floating on the background.
It looks like the hair looks different in the background, Frank. What are you doing?
Are we fucking now, Frank?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that why we're commenting about other people's bodies?
No. What is that
kind of fucking business?
Are you guys having sex?
Jesus, not anymore. I'll tell you that.
I've been nothing but supportive of you this episode, and here you just keep sticking it in my bag. Et tu, Brute?
Remember, Frank, you know Brute. Remember you used to go to high school with him? You old shit. It's the dynamic that is this show. You know what, Frank? You tell your story next.
Frank told him not to go.
What?
All right. What you're looking at behind me is a poster for a movie called The In-Laws. It was a great comedy with Peter Falk and Alan Arkin. Alan Arkin played a dentist, and Peter Falk played a rogue FBI agent. It was hysterical. It was a physical comedy that did extremely well when it came out in the 80s. So we'll go forward now, and I own a soup business in Westport. And who walks in? Alan Arkin. And so I have this rule about with celebrities, I just never acknowledge them. I was just an average Joe, and I deal with them. So, but over the next 6 months, he was coming in 3 times a week, and we developed a friendship. He would share soup recipes from his grandmother with me. It was really great. So I thought, all right, so now it's time I could have some fun with Alan. So he comes in, and I'm at the counter, comes over, hey, Frank, how you doing? I go, he goes, what? What's the matter? Are you okay? I go, I said, Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Alan. Could you look at my tooth? I think it's infected. I might have to pull it out, and hopefully you could do that for me. And I open my mouth, I stick my face in my mouth into his face, and he just taken back, totally nervous, doesn't know what's going on. And he says, Frank, I am not a dentist. I said, what do you mean you're not a dentist? He says, no, I'm an actor. And I said, I gave the best line from that movie. Serpentine was this line that everybody laughed at when they said it during the movie. So I went to him, serpentine, serpentine, serpentine. And he just broke out laughing. So I want to know something. Who is the piece of shit of this story? Is it me for taking advantage of a friendship that I developed with him to make fun of him? Or was it Alan, who wasn't that sharp enough to figure out what I was doing? Because that was one of his big hit movies. Who's the piece of shit, Bobby?
Well, normally old Bobby, boobs Bobby, would say something along the lines of you for telling that boring story. But not me. Black background Bobby is going to say, it's not you, Frank. You're the man. It's Alan for not recognizing your acting.
I agree with that. Bio?
I think it's the store that you worked in.
It was my business. It was my business.
Then it was you. It was still you, I guess.
Okay.
No, I don't know how he should have gotten it. But I don't know that it makes him an asshole necessarily.
All right. Okay. Pat?
Frank, you've been telling stories for how long? How many months you been on this show?
9 months.
That was the worst one you ever told. Are you done? Do you not have any more stories? What happened?
No, I got plenty of stories.
What the fuck is that? You got, it was a big build up for nothing. And you like looked at all of us like serpentine, like we're all gonna fucking. That was like, Frank, the show we put on together, the one we do at the casino where it's the Bringers and it's all shitty comics. Like I just had to watch one of them. I won't say his name, but one of them sent me a video and I critiqued it and he paid me for it to do that. And every time, every critique was the same thing. Hey, this isn't funny. There's no punchline. No one's going to get it. You're just saying a statement. Frank, you're all premise, no punch on this one. There was no serpentine and then stared at us. It was terrible. You have Peter Falk. I would have rather watched the movie than that. You could do better.
The movie was great.
You're better than this. Are the lack of boobs throwing you off?
I think you're being way too mean to Frank.
No. I had many stories that I could have told, but once I found out that the guest was Bio, I said, I'm not going to waste a good story on Bio.
Oh, how dare you? How dare you? It's not Bio. It's Clint Esposito. People are going to look him up.
Well, if I knew his name was Clint Esposito.
You knew. It said above it. Confirmed. Your story was terrible.
You should have told your bio as the story.
And to be honest, I didn't listen to your story. I was looking up this picture of this
I
book.
should see that.
And at the end, I just heard the word serpentine. I just yelled, I have no idea what you said.
To be fair, Frank's old, and he thought the Alex guy made it a joke about was his buddy Alex who fucked him the other day. So he was more worried about catching a disease. That's why he was a little off there.
Oh, old AZ Alex? That's what he thought he meant. It's like,
old AZ Alex.
Black asshole Alex. That was his name. Like, not like black background Bobby. Black asshole.
You guys think
Alex.
the Taylor Swift lyric where she's like, the high's worth the pain is about herpes? Because I really think she's like, you'll tell me if the high's worth the pain. It's like, that seems like a pitch a girl would give you if she had herpes.
Clint, do you think about Taylor Swift quotes?
No. How does he know lines from Taylor Swift songs? I mean, what the fuck is going on?
I performed this weekend at the Pat Garrett Amphitheater, which you guys obviously know is where Taylor Swift got her birth in central Pennsylvania, where I'm from. So I'm a huge Taylor Swift guy. And obviously on
Central what?
Central Pennsylvania.
We don't know where that place is.
She got her
in
birth?
the center of Pennsylvania.
We don't know what Pennsylvania is.
Did you say
we're trying
she
to
got
forget,
her birth?
Bobby?
That's where she got her career birth. Yeah. That was the first place that let her perform live. Yeah. So obviously on your way to perform there, you'd listen to nothing but Taylor Swift. Come on, you guys know the mojo.
I don't. I'm not saying I don't know who Taylor Swift is, but I don't know that line.
I feel like you guys aren't as receptive to me without boobs.
Yeah, this sucks.
Yeah,
you were a lot more funnier earlier before we started the show when you had boobs behind you.
Yeah, see? You need boobs. You're a lot like boring women. Without boobs, who's listening to you?
That's right. There you go. Pat, you nailed it.
Thank you, feminism. There it is.
I didn't even know he's there anymore.
Dove commercial going on behind him. Love your body.
I just Googled boobs and that came up third, and I hate the world now because like that shouldn't have come up.
That should not be the third fucking result.
It was.
Clint,
there's not even any
top
boobs.
3 boob results be? What are the top 3 things you want to see if you Google boobs? Go.
Oh, not this. No, one was a breastfeeding. One was a woman with a rash on her chest, and this.
Goddamn Democrats have won.
Fucking.
It's over.
Libtards.
This is the best time for Chubby to be a chubby chaser ever in history.
Or chubby.
Or chubby.
No.
I mean, because think about it.
Chubby
in the past,
woman.
In the past, like if we were just regular people, the only people that were fat were like the royals, and we never had a chance. So if you were a chubby chaser back then and poor, you were just shit out of luck.
Yeah. Now if you're thin, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Like fuck you for working out and not fucking being fat and beautiful. By the way, they're not both. You can be beautiful, have a nice face, and be fat, but you'd like to see that face thinner. It can be better. But when you just say, look, she's beautiful. Why? Because her body looks like a melting candle. No, it's gross. It's all like folds and shit. No, you can do better. Live. You're an asshole. If you're fat, you don't care about your kids because you're going to make them carry the heaviest fucking casket of all times. What are you being a dick for? Make it lighter. Work out a little. You're being rude. Being fat is being rude.
All right, yeah. To parallel this, I like it. To parallel this, Victoria's Secret is getting rid of their angels.
Yes.
Because they're moving to a pro-feminization model or some shit.
End of Victoria's Secret.
It's
Yeah.
not a secret anymore.
So basically, they made Megan Rapinoe and this transgendered lady. Is that the proper way to say it?
I think you say it like you said it with a question mark. Transgendered lady.
I'm trying to get it right. I'm trying. Black background Bobby. Trying to be appropriate. Are now their new like brand ambassadors. And people are divided. Like women are divided in particular. Some are like, this is great. And some are like, no, like models are a unique figure. Like you have to be built a certain way. It's something that's designed for your career in the same way that, you know, being taller might be advantageous to the NBA. Not everybody who's tall gets in the NBA, but it leans itself towards that. You know what I mean? And they're better representative of the brand. And all I can think is now I know Victoria's Secret. It's a cock.
I don't think they should look like pudding.
No one should look like pudding.
Should look like pudding inside some lingerie.
Yeah. The only thing that should look like pudding is when you're done jerking off to them and it looks like tapioca on the floor. But it shouldn't look like tapioca in the outfit at all. That's gross. And I'm not being a dick.
Okay,
they're called models, not model houses. Why are they huge? This is stupid. Why are we telling people that it's now we just change what we think? They're supposed to be hot. They can be good workers or the nice people and all that, but they don't need to have that job.
They can have great personalities.
But they don't, though.
But we could just say that.
Yeah, they have to, because they're fat.
From a strictly business perspective, though, do you think they'll sell more that, like, if they truly got a representation of like everybody? Like it seems like when they do this kind of thing, they move to the other extreme. You know what I mean? Where it's not like just the average person, it's now Lizzo. So like, do you think it'll help their brand? Like if they had normal people wearing their clothes, because like,
but they didn't though.
I'm this is hypothetical. Like if there was a brand that came out and was just like put all of us in their clothes and was like, this is what a normal person looks like.
No. As inclusive as it is, who the fuck wants to look at us naked?
Not naked. Jesus, no.
Whatever.
About, like, I work at Dick's.
Clad.
I walk around and all the mannequins, like nobody could get that big. I could give you steroids for 3 years straight and you won't get as big as some of these mannequins. Like, I don't know what those clothing are going to look like on me with my man tits. You know what I mean? And love handles. That's not what it's going to look like.
Yeah, but would it help you? Would you, if you saw a round boy in some shirts, you'd be like, yo, that looks.
No, I'd probably be like, fuck that. I don't want to look like that fat guy. Good point. You're right. You talked me out of it. You win.
But no one's gonna. Okay, here's the thing. Women that are, I'm not talking about the extreme crazy people that are on social media that are yelling, I'm fat, I'm sexy. That's not the world. Those are loud morons on the internet. That's it. Most of the people in this world that are overweight aren't people that want to flaunt it. They have shame. They have things. Sometimes it's medical conditions and whatever it is. Or maybe they are comfortable with who they are, but they're not throwing out sexuality. You can be sexy without looking sexy. There is that there's a mental sexiness. We get all that shit. They found love with someone else. They made 8 kids nobody wants. We get all that. But the thing is, when you're big like that, you've also realized there are certain things you're not going to wear. That's come with that embarrassment, come with that side. And now it's going to be forced down their throats that they have to wear these tiny little outfits. First of all, it's going to cost Victoria's Secret so much more because you have to make so much more material to just cover them anyway. They're tiny little things. They're like doilies. They're not going to cost. Now it's a big deal. Now it's like a tablecloth that you got to make in the same fucking thing. And now when you're putting that whole thing out there, now the guy has to be like, oh, yeah, that's hot. The guy knows he's married to a tubbo, and he knows she's not going to wear those outfits. And he's been fine with her in her little SpongeBob pajamas and pretending that's sexy. But now he's got to sit there and go, oh, yeah, wear this eye patch. That's hot. And he's got to look at her, look at this thing. He can't see it because her rolls are covering. And he's got to lie. And then she finds out he's like jerking off to thin people. And then they get divorced. The fucking Victoria's Secret ruined marriages with this bullshit. That's what's going to happen.
Well, now they just can't, they can't directly ruin it by people jerking off to the models.
Right. But that they do it, get the magazine, the girl would get it, the guy would look at it quick, jerk off in the bathroom, then put it back and be like, hey, I saw this magazine. Oh, you were looking at that? He's like, oh, yeah, it'd be cool if you got this, but knowing she wouldn't. That was the safeness. And then when he'd fuck her later, he fucked her thinking about the girl in the magazine. But now the girl in the magazine looks like her. He's got nowhere to go. It sucks because everything's huge. And he's just like why would they fuck? The magazine's thicker now. It has to be. Everything's thick with 2 seats.
It's a wider magazine. It doesn't fit in the normal magazine slots anymore.
The page.
We need to increase regular portrait size.
It's just monstrous. Ugh.
We were going to put our new models in the wings, but we were worried people would think pigs were actually flying.
That'd be hilarious.
So, Bobby, in a serious note for a minute, our one of our last stories, if we get to 2, it's fine. At least 1 is going to be coming to us from one of our biggest fans who is in Twitter jail right now and not allowed out.
No.
Our biggest fan, Rebecca, who complains about everything, but also is a wonderful fan. Becky is in trouble basically for just, being herself on Twitter. But I also know it's some people that may or may not have to do with them getting mad at me and her defending me at times that all got together and shut her down on there. So she sent me a bunch of stories about 2 weeks ago. I hadn't gotten to them yet. So I think it would be nice if we read one of the stories she thought would be good for the show at least. So we'll do that. And she'll critique me and say I read it wrong. She'll say that Bobby didn't comment right, that Frank is okay, and then she'll like you, Clint. It's how it goes. She was a fan of the show, but she doesn't like anything I do. It's the best. But a woman in Texas received a nasty shock while trying to update her married name. She was a criminal for a crime she didn't even remember committing. In fact, she was guilty of a crime most people of a certain age have probably committed. 20 years ago, she forgot to return a VHS tape. Karen McBride, 52, made the discovery during a trip to DMV. The former Oklahoma resident had moved to Texas and gotten married and needs to update her information. I went to change my driver's license during the COVID thing. You had to make an appointment. They told me I have an issue in Oklahoma. She was mystified by it. She called the number on the DMV and provided it was connected to the Cleveland County District Office. During that conversation, McBride was floored to learn that she was a wanted felon. The first thing she told me was a felony embezzlement, so I thought I was going to have a heart attack. She didn't know what crime she had committed. She told me I was over the VHS tape that I had to repeat because I thought it was insane. She's like, really? A VHS tape? She wasn't kidding. In 1999, someone had rented a copy of Sabrina the Teenage Witch in McBride's name from an Oklahoma video store called Movie Palace. When no one returned the VHS tape, charges were fined. According to documents, McBride was charged in 2000 for felony embezzlement for rented property. The charges stated that McBride did willingly, unlawfully, and feloniously embezzle a certain one video cassette, Sabrina, of the value of $58.59. McBride was stunned. Not only did she not remember ever renting the VHS tape, she didn't even like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I've never watched that show or my entire life. It's not my cup of tea. I mean, I didn't try to deceive anyone, with Sabrina, I swear. She was absorbed in shocking news. Let's get to the rest of her. The fact that Maureen McBride thought about this to other parts of her life seemed to make sense. Since 99, she had been fired for a handful of jobs. Her background checks said they wouldn't tell her why, but she got about background checks and she got in trouble for it, and it all led to this tape. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it this woman for never finding out for 20 fucking years, not ever asking, hey, why? Why can't I get jobs? Why am I getting in trouble? What's going on in my background? Is it some VHS place for keeping that? Let it go. You're shut down. Who gives a fuck? Is it Rebecca for sending me this boring story? You say I can't read, but I just read something, and there's no way. I don't care. William Shatner couldn't have made that exciting. That was a terrible story. I'm kidding, Rebecca. Enjoy jail. Who's the piece of shit in the story? Bobby, you go first.
Hey, Becky, good story. Loved it. The piece of shit.
We love you.
The piece of shit's the woman. There's obviously something going on here, right? Like, who hasn't gone to the DMV in 20 years?
20
like,
years.
20 years she hasn't gone to the DMV. Something suspicious.
No, they didn't.
Why
They
is
explained
she
that it's because she
moving
left
so
the
much?
state. Now, I guess in state, it didn't matter. It was just about leaving the state. I get. They don't put that part in, but they said when she was in
States
state,
don't talk.
What?
FYI, they basically don't talk. No. Like driving across the country, if you get pulled over, they don't even know the next one's driving laws. Like, so I totally believe, especially that long ago, I totally believe that there was no notification at all.
Yeah. For Sabrina.
Then I'm gonna go with the store. Either you track the woman down or you let it go.
$58. And the store's not even open. If it was still open, you could say every day someone could have rented it. You could say it's millions of dollars. No one's going to get in a VHS tape. Like, right. For the last 20 years, no one's getting one. So by the way, that tape does not cost $58.59. I remember when I was growing up back when people had to go get those tapes, that's where that price comes from. They would charge the amount they thought they could make in a day from it, or a week in it. That's what it was if you didn't return it. And that's why they would make this weird number. And people would get hit up with a lot of money, stuff like that. $58. It's not even a good. Who's renting that tape? You could just find it somewhere. That's ridiculous. Clint.
Whoever submitted that legally, like, what kind of asshole submits that to the cops? Or like, how does that even, how is there not like a million fucking people that can't do anything because they have felonies from VHS tapes they didn't return?
Yeah, like if I didn't bring a book back to the library, can I go to jail?
How many people have VHS tapes that they didn't return? It's got to be a million people.
Listen,
billions.
I have an ex that has some stuff here still. There's 2 Redbox videos that are sitting here. She going to
go
prison?
Return them. What the fuck are you thinking?
I said ex.
You're now a felony
an accessory to a felony, dude. That's not a joking matter.
No.
You need to say allegedly there's 2 Redbox tapes here.
Yeah, dude.
Redbox, or as I like to call it, Native American pussy. That's the real name of it. Yeah, but you are right, though. Holy shit. I never thought of that, Clint. Like, somebody got to the point where they're like, I got to call the authorities. I've got to make this call. This is getting out of control.
We cannot get this tape back, and I won't stand for this. This is damaging the business. We have to go after them, you know?
They answer the phone. They hang it up all exhausted. Like, what's wrong? Someone else wants Sabrina, and we just can't provide. Something action needs to be taken. We can't, like, get another one.
I think there's a second asshole, and that's the legal system for holding on to this bullshit as well. Like, fuck off. It's not, they didn't look into it and go, a VHS tape? We're now charging this person with a felony for a VHS of a shitty show?
Money was spent on that? Way more than $58.
In the time that this happened, gay marriage got flipped.
We had our first black president.
Changed. Weed has gone, is not criminal anymore. But no, the VHS tape law has stood firm for 20 years, and no one's pushed that away.
For a business that no longer even fucking exists.
Not even there. For a show that nobody, you can just find. Nobody even watch it. It's on, you can watch it on YouTube. I don't think you even pay for that service. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, she's 40. She's not a teenage witch anymore. She's grown up. She's just a witch.
Now she's bewitched.
That's it. She is bewitched. Frank, you remember VHS tapes? That was like new to you at one point.
Yeah. I would have to say that the Department of Motor Vehicles from both states, I mean, they all had an opportunity over the last 20 years to write this off as bad debt. That's all they had to do. They knew they weren't going to collect the money, so they decided to persecute this woman for something that she may not even know exists. So I'm gonna have to say it's the government, the local state governments, both in Oklahoma.
I think they
and
wanted
Texas.
to prosecute her, not persecute her, Frank. They don't hate her religious beliefs. They want to arrest her.
You're God Almighty. You know all this stuff.
No, they want to persecute her if she believed in God Almighty. You goddamn retard.
He's getting back. He's getting back at me.
Hey, check out
I'm
the
going to let him
background.
do that.
Check out the background.
Look at his background now. What the hell is that?
Through.
That's what I've been looking at.
What is that?
Coming.
I think he's
It's
got
the
it
chick sitting on a dirt bike.
Getting stronger by the
I'm
minute.
slowly getting stronger. Yeah, you see it, Pat.
Looks
I'm
like your
slowly
last
coming back to
boyfriend.
Take that, gay. Right catch on that one. All right.
That's what I believe. It's bad that write it off. I'm a businessman. That's what I would have done. You don't go after them. It's going to cost you money.
Bobby,
Yes.
did you already answer it?
Yeah, I did, but I'm going to change my answer.
All right.
It's the taxpayers for supporting a government who will go after people for VHS tapes. Learn what your local sheriffs are going after and vote Democrats because they're easier on crime.
We should make up a fake article for it and get people to vote.
That was
Vote
a
Article
joke.
12C.
That
Stop
was a joke.
VHS tapes.
That was a joke. But no,
You
like
just
seriously.
vote to just defund the police, and then there's nobody to go after anybody for any of these crimes. And it's fine.
Yeah. That's what I'm
Defund
getting at.
Blockbuster.
This is just another instance of the police overstepping their bounds and harassing innocent people.
And they got the DMV into it.
And I'll finish with this last story. Rebecca did hit it out of the park with the second one she sent me. Zoo worker in Naples was killed by an alligator while was in full sexual intercourse with one of the smaller reptiles. 24-year-old man named Jimmy Olsen of Columbus Zoo was attacked and killed by an alligator from behind while he was fucking a smaller one. Reportedly, the man was caught in the throat by the reptile, which dragged him into the water pool within an alligator enclosure. Though the incident was noticed only an hour later by other employees, they finally discovered the dismembered body floating in the pool of the alligator enclosure. The images captured by the security camera showed that Mr. Olsen had clearly placed himself in a very vulnerable position. The spokesman for the Naples Police Department, Captain Henry White said. He had his pants around his knees and he was lying down on top of what?
He's a captain's captain.
Captain, my captain. I'm the captain now. He had his pants around his knees. He was lying down on top of one of the animals with his back to the other. The poor guy didn't stand a chance. We can see him being dragged in the water, then he disappears from sight. He was probably dead within 30 seconds of the attack, they added. In 2002,
how hard do you think he came, though?
Oh, so quick.
As soon as he got bit in the back, you know that was this thing.
That's like when you're fucking a girl and then your like wife comes in and catches you. It's like, even though it's wrong, you're like, ugh. Like you're just like, it's so hot to get caught.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
It's probably good he died because he's never gonna top that sexual experience. Like if fucking an alligator is your thing and another one bites you while it happens, it's never gonna get better than that.
Yeah, that's like the autoerotic asphyxiation of the zoo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're hoping that one day that sweet release.
Yeah. Can I jump in here?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Oh, okay,
then you
my
can.
bad. I thought we were.
Then I'll go right to you after we get finished with Crocodile over here. You're welcome.
Oh,
Crocodile.
good one.
In 2002, 3 employees of the zoo were reportedly condemned for the authorities for allowing people into the zoo after business hours to fuck animals. So it happened there a bunch before. Who's the piece of shit in the story? I don't even think I need to give examples, but sure. Bobby, go right ahead.
It's you for saying this was a good story. I don't know who's the bad guy. The alligator fucker. Unless if the headline is literally alligator fucker stops terrorist plot. Like if there's an alligator fucker in the story, he's the piece of shit.
Fine. I'll do my job properly so you can take that back. Who's the piece of shit in this story? Is it the guy for having sex with an alligator? Yeah, we don't know if the alligator wanted or not. I don't speak alligator. I'm not a crocodile hunter. I don't know. But if a man wants what he wants, what we've talked about, Bobby said all the time, let people say what they want, be free, do whatever, show boobs, fucking crocodile, do what you want to do.
No,
is it?
Nope.
I'm
I haven't said fuck crocodiles.
Is it the larger crocodile for getting involved? It was not your business. Let people love each other. Why does the larger alligator have to get involved? Is it the
he was
smaller
raping
one for
his
not
girlfriend.
speaking up and saying, "Dad, I love him"? How dare you do this? We were meant to be together. Or is it the zoo who's known for 20 years to let people in the fuck the animals? This guy, they've set a precedent. He's been showing up forever. He's probably been doing this for 20 years. No one shut him down now. How come he can do this and get killed, but that lady can't get her VHS tape released? What the fuck is the difference? Bobby, go ahead.
One person's fucking an alligator. That's the difference. Don't fuck
that day.
Animals.
Everybody was coming in 20 years ago fucking them. Well, how do you fuck an alligator?
I'm guessing in the vagina.
Delicately.
Where is their vagina?
Very delicately.
Yeah.
All right, here's the deal.
Oh, they like it rough.
Here's the deal.
I would think
It's
so.
not-
You can fish hook them. I grab that big mouth. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
You got to roll around with them.
Oh, dude, you can't. You can hang. You can hang with that.
It's not the bigger crocodile or alligator. He's
The
watching
alligator?
his wife get fucked. He walked in on his wife getting fucked. What would you do if you walked in on your wife?
I think it was
getting
his
fucked,
kid
Frank?
because it's a smaller one.
Shoot him in the chest. Female crocodiles or alligators are smaller. Come on, learn your biology.
I'll ask Bio. What do you think? I've never.
Whoever
looked
the
at an
fuck they
alligator sexually.
interviewed from the zoo is the asshole. Because that guy, to the newspaper, he's like, he put himself in a bad position. He didn't even say, he wasn't like, we're terrified. They just go, huh, he shouldn't have put him, like, he knows better than that. You can't bang one with the other one, behind your back. Like,
that was the captain that said that, which I really like. The captain's like, he put himself in a bad spot.
Like, yeah, he's just like,
he forgot
we've
to
all
check
done
six.
it, but he just was vulnerable. He had we all know not to keep your pants around your knees. How are you gonna run?
First rule of alligator fucking: make sure somebody has your six.
Take your pants all the way off. That's the first rule. All right.
But keep your sneakers on, for the love of God.
What if he had alligator boots on?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Well, that's
him while wearing them.
Yeah, he's like, check this out.
Look what I can do.
I'm gonna fuck your cousin wearing your sister.
I own you, bitch.
He was Jewish, so he had to wear a lambskin condom. That's what attracted the alligator. He smelled the meat.
He wore a turtle skin condom.
Do you start alligator? You must start smaller, right? And then you build up. That's a weird animal. I don't know what animal you choose, but usually when people talk about it, they're like sheep, right? That's like the thing. It's never alligator, reptile kingdom.
How did they know? Time out. How did they know he was fucking the alligator?
Cameras.
They had video.
They have video.
I said that.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. The guy said they found him dead in the water an hour later. When they watched video, the guy's laying there with his pants down. He's laying on the alligator fucking, and the other one came from behind and caught him because he didn't see it. He was too busy fucking. They have video. The cops watched video hilariously. They were, dude, come here. So many people came in that room. It was supposed to be like this. I'm sure most crime scenes, they watch it. It's horrific. They can't believe it. They're just cracking up, eating popcorn, watching a guy fucking, and they probably knew him. It's probably a small town where they knew this guy. He's the zookeeper and he fucks animals. That's a weird move.
It's a shame. Had to
call his family. They had to call
it's
his
a shame.
family.
I bet that guy wanted to end his life by alligator blowjob.
Yeah. But it wouldn't have ended. He would just bit it off.
The alligator would have bit halfway up his body.
If that wasn't his first time, alligator pussy must be awesome. Like, to risk that, like, it must be like, oh, that's so sweet. Why would you get in there?
He did it for so long that he was no longer worried about being attacked by a second one.
Yeah. Maybe he was in love. You can't stop love.
No.
Frank, go ahead.
All right. This is a simple one. It's got a lot of moving parts. It's obvious that the promoters that were soliciting alligator sex was also having a stream of money coming in by selling them the videos after they finished.
Oh.
So this was definitely a motivated factor in having sex there with these alligators. People were making money. So whoever these people are, we'll call them the promoters. The promoters that was for 20 years was making money off the alligators, right?
You think they were leaking these videos out?
Yes, they are. They're selling them. They're selling them. And now they did not supply protection and security for their clientele.
He might have worn a condom. We don't know.
Not that kind of protection. I'm you know what, protection of their self, of their bodies. So I have to definitely blame the promoters that were making the money. They didn't provide the proper security and protection.
He has to be alone.
No, but there has to be some kind of security parameters around there.
Who's taking that job?
I don't know. What am I? I'm an 80-year-old has-been. What the fuck do I know?
Hey, Frank, tonight you're protecting the alligator fuckers, all right? There's an extra 50 in it for you.
Not a great job, but somebody's got to do it.
You're at the mall and you're mad, so you call your boss like, I hate working this mall. It's like, well, I got a new gig. If you want.
And then you just go sloppy seconds, right?
Clint, go ahead. Who's the piece of shit?
I already said it's that guy that did that fucking interview.
Oh, I thought you might change.
Can I change my answer?
No, it's still that jerk off. He's the one that was charging everybody. For sure. That's the dude that the captain runs the zoo, and he was charging everybody. I also think, you brought up something about alligator porn, and I had a good comment. I forgot what it was now.
I don't know. Well, come see it while Bobby's giving us his dissertation. You let us know.
All right.
That video's coming in good. Motocross tits. Nice. Go ahead.
In honor of Clint.
I like it. That is
I thought it was Mighty Morphin Power Rangers at first. I was like, because when it was faded, I couldn't tell what the mask was. I'm like, oh no, it's better. Go ahead, Bobby.
So in light of the fact that there were cameras, that means like if you're fucking an alligator, everybody's fucking an alligator. Right? Like if you're bold enough to do it with cameras. So it's the rest of the zoo staff who deleted all the other footage of them fucking alligators.
Well, I guess they just had to send that one because there was a murder. But yeah,
there
someone
was
had
a
to cut that
server
tape.
issue. There was a server issue. We only have that day and that day only at the time period you requested.
I'm guessing when you have animal fucking going on, that tape goes 24 hours and erases itself. I'm guessing you don't like keep it going. But unless Frank's like, unless they're pulling the tapes out and selling like Frank thinks they are, which at this day and age, Frank, you're not really selling. You're just leaking it. It's like, it's like one of those things where you're just putting it out there.
I haven't found it yet. I've been searching.
Do you think the people were buying tapes of their own? Like, when you go on the log flume or whatever, and then you get the video of you going with the picture of you, dude, they're like, come out and he's like, hey, I got you want just the stills or do you want the full video? They're like, it's extra 20.
They're like mad. Can you believe the face I made? I can't believe that's the face I made while fucking an alligator. I'm so embarrassed. Can we do it again?
They're all in there performing.
I hope there was a crew, like a light, because it's at night in the zoo. Do you leave the lights on? The animals are sleeping. So maybe there was a lighting crew. Maybe he was doing it. Maybe it's more people involved than we think.
There's gotta be.
That, and the guy, I don't know. I don't know anything about people that fuck animals. I've never met one. If I have, they haven't told me. That's not the thing I've learned from them. It's some reason in my mind, I think there's people that like have
the closest we know is Will Bozarth. He only molests animals.
I said fuck. He just fondles them.
He only molests them. Yeah,
fingers their butthole. Will Bozarth molests puppies or whatever. Was it puppies or was it full-grown dogs?
Dogs. I mean, come on. He's not a pedophile molester.
He's not a pupophile. He would never do that. But by the way, Silk City Hot Sauce hates pupophiles too. That's the new one they also hate. They hate pupophile. Anything with a kid fucking is fine. They don't mind if you fuck an alligator as long as it's full grown.
No, they do. They're against bestiality.
You can't speak for them.
Yeah, we haven't asked them that.
Just got a text.
Oh, okay.
From Silk City Joe. Joe at Silk City said.
Isn't it Jeff?
James.
Jim.
John.
Jim.
John at Silk City.
Joff. I think it's Joff.
Geoff. Yeah. With
it's
a G bio. Or
it's Chemo.
Josh.
Bio's cousin.
Josh.
If you're fucking an animal, I'm guessing you have nothing.
Did Frank fall asleep?
Yep, Frank died. Frank's
No,
Googling animal phobia.
Now, I'm trying to find sex with alligators.
Stop it, Frank. Frank, don't do that.
I bet you are.
They're calling me up in 20 minutes.
Man, Frank, that'd be a good way to go if you fuck animals and we leak the video.
Yeah.
And Bobby plays that behind him as a memory of you when you die. But, dude, I hate this. Oh, you don't understand. He was a good friend of ours. We have to play this. It's in memory. But
it's what he would want.
He died in 30 seconds, they said, basically. I understand it's an alligator, but you think you'd be ready. You'd have a knife. You should have some kind of ready to go. You're fucking animals. Like, are you that much in the moment?
Yeah.
You got to know there's other animals in there. They're all going to watch.
Yeah, because people who are fucking animals are usually of sane, rational thought.
No, I'm thinking it's the opposite. They're crazy. Like, they've got weapons. They're insane. They're ready to fight. If you're going to fuck an animal, you should be ready to fight an animal.
You're either a lover or a fighter. Clearly, these guys are lovers.
Oh, yeah. I forget that saying all the time.
Fucking or fighting.
I thought it was a
your
lover
relationship
and a fighter.
You fight, then fuck.
No, based on the research that I just did, it's not possible to fuck an alligator. I think the story is fake. I think this is a fake story, fake news.
Okay.
I think they just put that propaganda out there so you don't try and fuck one, Frank.
Well, good stop me.
To be fair, this isn't a recent story.
I don't think you should be criticizing other people's stories tonight, Frank. I don't think.
Yeah, I think your story was fake.
I don't think you're in any position. No, the worst part is your story was real. Like, I wish your story had been Frank. Fake. Here's a fun thought I had. Who are the people who go door to door and like try to get you to join their church?
Right.
Oh, the
Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses. I think it would be really funny if they like were going door to door trying to get people like, hey, we want to talk, right? And they actually knocked on this thing and it was just like a spoken word thing. And they just thought that's how that community talked. So they like got on stage and tried to rap about God. Just a fun idea I had.
But it could be fun.
Yeah.
Think about it. There was no Jehovah's Witnesses during the pandemic, but that would have been their best opportunity because you knew every motherfucker
They were
was
home. Yeah.
They were out there. I had someone knock on my door.
You're spreading the virus.
Yeah, for real. I did.
You're spreading the
I had
virus.
one. They were wearing the mask. They knocked on the door. They stood at the edge of the porch. But they did talk
spread the virus.
They put
we're spreading the good news.
They put the pamphlet on the mailbox, then they stood back when they rang the bell. They had procedure.
Damn.
Yep.
Jesus is the savior, so save yourself. I don't know.
He's like, I ain't worried. I got Jesus.
I got Jesus in this mask. Why can't Jesus stop the Chinese? Doesn't he know them? Jesus wouldn't have fucked an alligator.
Jesus is the Son of God. Son is the light. Jesus is my light.
Jesus loved all beings, so therefore he would have banged them.
He would, yeah. He probably was like, "Hey, I love this. I love that two of my creatures are fucking. This is great."
Jesus did not fuck dogs. I don't know.
Is that something you found online?
Do you think?
Yeah.
If that's the case, Clint's right. If Clint's right, though, and Jesus loves all beings, do you think the large alligators going to hell?
Animals don't have souls.
It's murdering.
Animals don't have souls.
Yeah, but reptiles go to hell.
Animals don't believe in hell, so they can't go.
Yeah, animals don't have souls. So.
Alligators aren't religious?
Nah. They got all them teeth and no faith.
But they're all kinds of reptiles are always next to the devil, and they're always hanging. They're always in the Bible. Their snakes are hanging out in the Bible. They love it.
No, that's
people put them in the Bible.
That's an angel interpret
people put them in the Bible. People put everybody in the Bible.
Good point. That is a good point. But like most of the animals of importance.
Well, we need to find snake and alligator Bibles to see if they hung out with Jesus or not.
Yeah, they gotta have a Bible. Dolphins are supposedly smart. Where's their fucking Bible? Where's dolphin Jesus?
They just send us stories by word of dorsal fin.
Yeah, dolphins rape a lot.
Yeah, this wouldn't be a story if a guy fucked a dolphin.
That's a major thing. Dolphins rape and drown people all the time.
Wait, people? No, they rape other dolphins.
No. There's like stories of dolphins raping and drowning people.
So you have these stories and you haven't brought that to the show? We've been doing
I
this
thought that was a
months.
common fact. Dolphins.
I don't know that fact.
Dolphins.
What Snapple do you drink?
I don't want to say what they are of the sea, but we all know what they are of the sea. They rape a lot.
They're the Puerto Ricans of the sea?
I didn't say that.
I didn't.
No, they're the Yale students of the sea.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
take that, college. You're a rapist.
They are all like the elitist. We're so smart. We're the smartest.
Yeah, and everybody's like, that's just the Dolphins.
Dolphins being dolphins.
Oh, oh, oh. And it's the same noise, but they're Asian because that's what's at Yale. So Clint, thank you so much for being on the show.
Wait. You have to fuck the baby dolphin so you can join our elite society. That way we have the dirt on you that you have on us and you'll never turn on us.
Dolphin and bones.
Yep. Fin and bones.
I bet you George Bush fucked a dolphin or two. And I don't mean Dan Marino. Hey-o.
Oh.
All right. And that being
said, Finkel.
Clint, thank you so much for being on. Where can people follow you, see your shit, all that stuff?
I'm just Clint Esposito on everything, mostly Instagram. I am on Twitter, but I'm not really that much of a reader or a writer, so I just like to take pictures. So, yeah, just go there and livestreamcomedy.com, and that's where all my shows at the dojo will be posted up, so you can come to any of those shows. Thank you guys for having me. It's been fun, and your show is not a piece of shit, Pat. It's fun.
Well, thank you. And what I see of all the pictures and all the people you book at dojo having those shows, whatever, your shows are not pieces of shit. I like 95% of them, not Will Bozarth, but the rest of them are fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Mike Figs. Ugh.
Oh, I forgot he was there. Figs.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Hey, Clint, where can we find these shows? What state are they in?
New Jersey. Sorry, the Dojo of Comedy is in Morris Plains, New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
We've talked about.
So, and actually, there are trains come like a couple blocks away. Right.
They're
from
putting all the
city,
people who didn't get the vaccines on those trains.
Yeah.
Those trains are going straight to camps where they're going to put us.
Dojo Holocaust.
It's a vaccination station. All right. Don't worry about it. We set up trains to it.
It was bad, but now that it rhymes, it's good. Ooh, vaccination station. And Figs and Bozarth are good people. This is going to get out. They're going to get mad finally.
Then we have to quarantine you for like a couple of years. You won't see your family.
Yeah, don't worry. They're totally safe. All right.
Yeah. Until you get that number on your arm, and then it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, this will get out. So we were just joking about Will Bozarth. We like Bozarth.
Not Figs?
Nah, fuck Figs.
All right, cool. Figs has been on the show. Bozarth, at least Figs bailed on us, but then came back on the show.
Yeah,
Bozarth bailed on us, but I also haven't sent an invite back up. So. Frank?
Yo, you could, I'll be at Comics of Mohegan Sun on July 1st and July 15th with my Thirsty Thursday show. And on the 31st, I'll be with those two mugs at the Elbow Room in Connecticut.
Yes, you will, West Hartford. Well, I'll be there at that show. And I will be with you on the 15th, but Marty Caproni will be with you on the 1st. So
right.
Bobby.
Check out the Eastside Dave Show with Roy Harder every Tuesday at 7:30 on compoundmedia.com. Check out all the other shows while you're there. Get caught up in How You Could Forget series. Maybe something fun will be coming. Who knows? And yeah, July 3rd, I'll be with Pat and his former other co-host of their podcast, David. He's very funny. We'll be somewhere in Connecticut. If you want to come, hit me up and we'll get you there. We're working on t-shirts. They'll be coming soon.
All kinds of merch coming, but get on the Patreons. You can find all that shit. You get this show as soon as it comes out. You get all our shows, our retro show, the exclusive stuff on there. Little as $3. The Pat Oates Patreon. Get on there. Subscribe to the YouTube. Like we said, Bobby and I have got 2 shows coming up in Connecticut. One July 3rd in Hartford, along with Dave Hintz over there at the City Steam. So get your tickets at comedycraftbeer.com. July 31st, me, Frank, Bobby, and Dan Brown of Dan Brown fame. He'll be on our retail show this week. We'll all be there at the Elbow Room in West Hartford. So get your tickets. Just go to the Eventbrite. I'll be posting that all over social media. Clint, thank you once again for being on, man. I'm sorry that Frank destroyed your name, but if Bio becomes a big name for you and you get a bigger career with Bio, you owe Frank some money with that one.
I'll take Frank on the road with me.
All right.
I won't make him drive because I don't want him to drive off the road while I'm asleep.
He will. Bobby,
And remember, don't be a piece of shit. Oh, fuck. I got to do this too.